Before spring break, we took a look at the fees we pay as students here at Carolina. Bethany Tuggle is live in our satellite studio to take another look at the fees. Bethany, do we have a say in what we pay for?
Andrea, the answer is yes and no. We pay more than $1,400 a year in student fees, and if you don't benefit from a particular fee, there doesn't seem to be much you can do about it.
Assistant Vice Chancellor for Finance at Carolina, Roger Patterson, says you can.
There are multiple ways through websites or letters or phone calls that parents and students can call and raise concerns or issues about fees.
Jenna Robinson at the Pope Center for Higher Education Policy is skeptical that this would make a difference. She thinks some fees should become optional.
The students who are choosing to use it should pay for it, and the students who aren't using it should be allowed to save those pennies.
UNC junior Katie Putkammer would like to have that option.
Right now I'm $14,000 in debt just for this 1 year, just to help pay the tuition and the living expenses. So if I could bring that down, by the time I graduate I won't have such a large debt.
Putkammer works a part-time job to keep from going further in debt and says between work and school she doesn't even have time to benefit from the services her student fees pay for. Putkammer and all other UNC students also pay a debt service fee, including $74 for renovation of Lenore Hall and Rams Head dining facilities, $64 for the construction of the Student Recreation Center, and $42.50 for the construction of the Rams Head Recreation Center. The debt service fee goes away when the debt is paid, but student body president Jasmine Jones says it takes a lot to get rid of other fees.
It would be very hard to get something removed, but the fact is that you can get it removed if everybody just doesn't like it.
Jones says before students complain about a fee, they should understand that the system only works with everyone contributing.
Since the 93-94 school year, UNC has eliminated one fee. Students no longer have to pay the dollar they once paid for publishing the Carolina Course Review. That information about course offerings is now online.
Bethany, it looks like it's pretty uncommon to just get rid of these fees, but what about reductions? Have there been any of those?
No, there haven't, Andrea. That's despite the Board of Governors policy that states in regard to the Fees Committee, if the committee determines that an increasing a fee is needed, the committee shall attempt to decrease another fee so that the total cost of education for students does not increase. No fees have gone down in 17 years, and that's as far back as the university's information goes. In fact, since 2000, general fees have gone up by 87%. By comparison, the rate of inflation during that time period has been 26%. So for the math challenged among us, fees have gone up at more than 3 times the rate of inflation in the past 10 years.
So tuition rates aren't all we have to worry about. That's Bethany Tuggle live in our satellite studio. Thanks, Bethany.